Hey guys, we got a quick easy install that we're going to be doing on the JL today. It's what I consider to be the #1 summer Jeep upgrade. You're wondering what that is? It's a sunshade. The one you're looking at is made by DirtyDog4x4. I've used their shades in my last 2 JKs, and today we're putting one in the JL. Alright, if you guys are interested, make sure you stick around. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a like, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get updates about all my new content, and as always, feel free to subscribe. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so real quick, let's take a look at what comes with our sunshades. Alright, we have some simple instructions. Not gonna lie, you can maybe see with the pictures right there, they're kind of poorly printed. It's pretty straightforward installation. We're not really gonna need them, get rid of those. We have some simple warranty information, that's always nice. We have a little simple advertisement, kind of showcases some of their other products, kind of cool. Neat looking Jeep. And then as always, we have some super cool stickers because you can't sell anything nowadays without including super cool stickers. Cool. All right, then we have our front shade on top, which is slightly shorter or narrower than the bottom shade. And I'm going to show you what I like about these Dirty Dog shades. So a lot of the more expensive and cheaper sunshades will come with those little elastic ball loop deals that I just don't really like, because I've had them in the past. Dirty Dog actually used to use them years ago, but then they switched to these straps with the clasps, because I've noticed that those elastic bands, after some time sitting on top of your Jeep, the elastic in them will degrade and they'll snap and you end up having to buy new ones. So you can see these clasps last a lot longer and then they're just much sturdier, and I really like that. You can kind of see what I'm talking about there. And there are a lot of different brands of sunshade manufacturers. There's Spiderweb Shade, there's Dirty Dog. You can find a lot of different types on Amazon, but these are just what I've been using for a long time and I really like them. I think they're really high quality. Like I said, I just really love these straps. All right, let's get installed. All right, so the first step in this super easy install is we need to open up the top of our Jeep. Since this is a soft top, all we have to do is unclasp those 2 latches and then simply push up. If you had a hard top, you'd remove the front freedom panels and then you should be able to access the rear of the Jeep from the inside. All right, so I don't know how well you can tell, but there's a slight curvature in the rear of our front shade, and that's to conform to this little hump in this plastic that goes on the middle piece of our roll bar. And I don't know if it's consistent through all of their sunshades, but that would be the logo facing the inside of the Jeep versus the front. Alright, so you can really start installing this sunshade at the rear or the front, doesn't really make a difference, but we're going to start on the rear passenger side. So you can see that there's this long strap that we're going to run down on the rear side of the B pillar, and then we're going to run it up the other side of the front of the B pillar, and you'll see that there's this clasp right here, and put it through the back and then down through the front. You can kind of see what we're working with there. And we're not going to tighten these down all the ways until we have all of our straps in place and we have our shade nice and centered exactly where we want it. All right, and then on the driver's side, you can get a little bit better idea what I'm talking about. See, we just come around the rear of the B pillar and then up over and then back through our hole and then through our clasp. And like I said before, we'll just leave them all kind of loose for now. All right, and then for our driver's front, you're going to see there's a little slot in the header just next to your A-pillar. And you're going to slide your strap down, and then it's going to come up around the A-pillar and then through this little hole right here, just by the roll bar, and then once again into our clasp. Okay. And then on our passenger side, you can see what exactly it is we're talking about. How it comes from just down in front of the windshield and then back up just behind the A-pillar and then into our strap. Okay. And then last we have our side straps, which are pretty straightforward. Just comes up over the roll bar through our clasp. And then our driver's side. Okay, now we'll get all of our straps properly tightened and line up our shade where we want it, and then we'll move on to the rear. All right, so I found that I more so wanted to close the gap at the front more than the rear, so I went ahead and I tightened up these front straps on the passenger and driver side because I'm more worried about sun coming through this small gap and hitting me in the eye than I am the sun coming down the back of my head. And then that side's already pretty tight, so we'll just tighten down this guy a little bit. All right, and this guy from the side, and let's say we're pretty good. All right, let's get our rear done. All right, so for our rear shade, you'll see that the front has this strap that comes straight out, and then the clasp goes to a right angle. And then for our rear, both the clasp and the strap come out at an angle. And then our logo, once again, will be towards the rear. So it'll pretty much sit like that over the back. All right, so this time with the rear, we're gonna start with the front of the sunshade. And you can see that our clasp goes off to the passenger side, and we're gonna run our strap up over the front, and then it's gonna come up around the side of the B pillar. We're just gonna loosely secure that for now. All right. All right, and then on our driver's side, you can see how the strap comes down from the front and then up around the side, and we clasp it in again. All right, so for the rear, the instructions were not clear about this at all, but it's pretty simple to figure out. You can see we're going to come around the outside of the roll bar, up around the inside of the C pillar, and then run this through our strap, and then secure it down the back, just like that. We should have this nice little V. All right, so it's a little hard to see with the glare that the sun is giving me, but you can see this long strap coming down the side of the C pillar, and then we connect our strap at the back. See what I'm talking about? From the side and then up around the back. Okay, and then once again, our simple side straps. See, around the back, through the front. Under and over. Once again, we're just going to kind of adjust our shade, figure out exactly where we want it, make sure it's nice and tight on the sides. All right, make sure that's even. I'm good with where the front is at, so Pull that a little bit to the side. Make sure it's nice and tight. All right, I think we're pretty good. And then another thing you're going to want to do is just simply tuck all of your straps in. Make sure those are all down so they don't interfere with anything. All right, looks pretty good. I like it. All right, guys, well, I don't know about you, but I really like it. I'm pretty pleased. I think it looks really good. Like I said, in my experience, these straps just hold up much better than those elastic bands that many other people use. Yeah. You can see the stitching looks really good. It's a really nice material. Yeah, I really like it. Well, I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, make sure you help get these videos out to other people. Make sure you share them. You can check me out on Instagram at Kramer_Junction. If you did like this video and you made it this far, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get updates about all my new content. And as always, feel free to subscribe. All right, you guys take it easy.